producers are okay, and plants, green plants, and consumers are the animals that eat the green plants, right? Okay, now Vishal, you tell me another point. Vishal, you tell me another point.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, producer are make their own foods and consumer are depend on the other animals for food and energy.
Animals and green plants also, because the primary consumers, they are herbivores. They eat only the green plants. So producers can make their own food within their body, but consumers depend on other animals and plants for food. Very good. Now, Ayan, you tell me another point.
Mr. Producer and consumer.
Yes.
Miss,
Yes. Can you tell me another point?
yes, miss. One.
Okay, then tell it.
Miss, producers concentrate energy into complex molecules and consumers convert these into simpler molecules.
Producers turn carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. They just make a carbohydrate molecule with that. Okay, and consumers use up that food, and it is actually the same point that previously Vishal has said. The same point that they make the food within themselves, and they producers make the food within themselves, and consumers eat the food, or they are dependent on other animals or plants for food. This is quite the same point. Anything else? You can tell, you can make any point with the number
Miss,
or the population. You have
producer
also seen
use
food pyramid?
photosynthesis and consumers use respiration.
Okay. Okay, now Mafusa, you tell me any one point.
Miss,
Difference between producers and consumers.
synthesis their own food, and consumer cannot synthesis their own food.
This is also the same point. They can make their own food, and consumers cannot make their own food. They depend on other plants and animals. This is also the same point. Okay, and another point was there. The two main points you have already told me, that producers can make their own food and consumers are dependent on the producers, and producers and other animals. And another one that Toshif said, that producers are mostly the green plants, and consumers are animals or some other plants that are dependent on the producers for food. Okay, these are quite same, but they are correct. Answer is correct. Now, if you look at the number of the plants and animals, then the number of producer is maximum, right? In a food pyramid, just think about the food pyramid. The number of the producer is maximum in a particular habitat, whereas the number of, as we go to the upward direction in a food pyramid, the number of the consumers become less, right? Similarly, the trophic level is also, for producers it is maximum, and for consumers, as we go to the upward direction in the food pyramid, that also decreases, right? So the number of plants, the number of living organisms, or the energy that is consumed or transferred to one animal or plant to the next animal or plant, so that becomes less as we go to the upward direction of a food pyramid. So this point you can also include, but for now I'm showing you one difference that you can write. So just make a draw a line in between your page that you have. Okay, draw a line through the middle part of your page, To the left hand side, you write the consumers, and to the right hand side, you write the producers. Okay. So the first point you write their definitions. The first point, for the first point, you write the definitions. Write the green plants that can make their own food within their body are called the producers.
Ma'am, the green plant.
The green plants that can make their own food within their body, or you write an organism that can make their own food, organisms that can make their own food within their body are called producers. And in consumer, in the column of consumer, you write an organism that gets its energy by feeding on other organisms is called consumer, or organisms that get their energy by feeding on other organisms are called consumers.
Means the organism which get energy from
Which get their energy by feeding on other organisms, are called the consumers. Okay, now point number 2. Right, the green plants are called the producers. Green plants are called the producers. And in consumer, you write organisms that eat the green plants are called consumers. Organisms that eat the green plants are called consumers. So the green plants are called producers, and organisms that eat the green plants are called consumers. Okay, now write point number 3. In a food pyramid, for producer, you write, in a food pyramid, the number of producers is maximum. In a food pyramid, the number of producers is maximum. Okay, complete. Point number 3, producers.
yes.
Okay. Now write point number 3 for consumers. In a food pyramid, with each level, right, with each trophic level, the number of consumers becomes less or decreases. Simply write decreases. In each level, in a food pyramid, at each trophic level, the number of consumers decreases. Okay, these 3 will be enough. Okay, now tell me what is the next difference? The difference between? Okay, let me see.
Miss primary consumer and secondary consumer.
Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Let's see what is the next question. So we were writing 2A, that is complete. Now we will write 2B. Yes, primary consumer and secondary consumer. The difference between primary consumer and secondary consumer. Okay, Ayan, you tell me one difference between primary consumer and secondary consumer. So we are not talking about the producer now. We will write about primary consumer and secondary consumer.
Miss, the organisms that feed on primary producers are called primary consumers, and secondary consumers, the organisms that feed on primary consumers. They are known
Okay,
as
for
secondary.
secondary consumer, it is absolutely right. The organisms that feed on primary consumers, they are called secondary consumers. But for primary consumers, there is nothing like primary producer. So you can simply write the organisms that feed on the producers, they are called the primary consumers. Okay, you see this one. I've got a difference. Can you see this one? Here, not only secondary consumer, the tertiary consumers are also given, right? We have learned, you have learned that there can be maximum 5 levels in a food pyramid, right? That means producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and tertiary consumer. So maximum 5, not more than that, because the energy, because of the energy, as we go to the upward direction in a food pyramid, the energy becomes less. So after 5th level, no more energy is left. So that it can be used up by any other animals. So this is why only up to tertiary consumer we can see. So though in this particular question in your exercise, the difference between primary consumer and secondary consumer is given, but you should also learn the tertiary consumers also. You never know, this question may come in your exam and they may include tertiary consumers, as this is also a part of a food chain. So see what is the first point given here, primary consumers, this one. See this picture, what is this picture? Which animal is this?
It's rabbit.
This is a rabbit. And this one? It's a fox, we can say, okay. And this one?
Is
vulture.
Yes, this one can be a vulture, can be an eagle, anything. So the first point you can see here, the organisms that feed on primary producers, that Ayan said, the organisms that feed on primary consumers, and tertiary consumers means the animals that obtain their nutrition eating the primary consumers and secondary consumers. That means both of them. They eat primary consumers as well as they also eat the secondary consumers. So they eat both of those consumers. They are called the tertiary consumers. Now look here, the second point. The primary consumers, they are herbivores. Why? Because they eat only green plants. Now the secondary consumers, they are either carnivores or omnivores. Now Mafuza, you turn on, you just unmute your device. You tell me
Yes,
what
ma'am.
are carnivores and what are omnivores. First you tell me what are carnivores.
Carnivores are that eats animals.
The organisms or the animals that eat other animals. Okay.
Yes.
And omnivores?
That is green plants.
That eat green plants, they are herbivores. Okay, who will tell me? Vishal, you tell me what are omnivores?
Ma'am, omnivorous means they eat both. They both eat plants and.
They eat both the plants and animals. So the animals that eat only the flesh or meat of other animals, they are called carnivores. Whereas the animals that eat both the green plants and the meat or flesh of other animals, they are called omnivores. So we are what? We are carnivores or omnivores? Human beings? Omnivores, because we also eat the fruits and vegetables. At the same time, we also eat eggs, fish, meat, etc. So the secondary consumers can be either carnivores, that means they can eat only the flesh of other animals, or they can be omnivores also, that means they eat the producers, the green leafy vegetables, fruits, everything, and they can also eat the flesh of other animals. So these are the secondary consumers. Now tertiary consumers, they are called the apex predators. Now predator means what? Can anyone tell me? Toshi, if you tell me predator means what?
His predator means who eat another animals.
Who eats another animals? Who hunts another animals, right? They just
Yes, ma'am.
catch its prey. So the animal who is hunting or who is eating, they are called, that animal is called predator. And the animal which is being eaten by the predator, that is called prey, right? Prey, prey. So the animal which is being eaten by the predator, that is called prey. And the animal which is just running after another animal, catching it and then eats it, kills it and then eats it, they are called predators. So these tertiary consumers are kind of predators. Okay, so they just catch their prey, they catch their food, they catch their prey, sorry, and then they kill them and then they eat them. Okay, or sometimes if the animal is already dead, they also eat the dead bodies of other animals. From that point of view, we also call them, they are some of them are also scavengers. So when animals eat the dead bodies of other animals, they are called scavengers, right? Can you tell me the name of any one scavenger that we can see around us all the time?
Crow.
Crow, yes. So crows are also scavengers. So the tertiary consumers are predators. Now the next one you see, obtain energy, the primary consumers. They obtain energy from primary producers. That means they are eating the plants directly. Obtain energy from primary consumers. They obtain energy from both primary consumers and secondary consumers. Primary consumers take 10% of the energy in primary producers. So the energy that is stored in primary producers, the primary consumers get only 10% of that. I have showed you how when from plant to animal and from one animal to other animal, the energy, when the energy is transferred or energy goes from one animal to another animal, when they eat that, the energy becomes less amount of energy is absorbed or can be used up by the other animal. So it gets only 10% of the energy that the plant body has. It gets only 1% of the energy that the primary producers have, and it gets, that means that tertiary consumers get only 0.1% energy from the primary producers. So this is how you can see how the amount of energy becomes less. When it reaches the tertiary consumer, you can see 0.1%. So there no more energy is left for any another level in the food pyramid. So this is why generally tertiary consumer is the last level of food pyramid in most of the cases. They have the highest amount of biomass. You have also seen the pyramid of biomass. Highest amount of biomass is present here. They have medium amount of biomass and they have the lowest amount of biomass. And then the final point, some examples are given. You can see rabbits, here foxes and eagles. Okay. So we don't have enough time. We don't have time today. Your class time is over for today. Next day, we will discuss the other differences that are given in your exercise. Okay. So you just read this much, whatever we have discussed today, you read this. If any problem or any doubt is there, you can tell me tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's it for today. Bye, students. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Okay,
you.
the next two differences I will give it in the assignment section. You write it yourself. Try to write it yourself. Okay. Then
Yes,
we will
ma'am.
discuss. Next two differences that you have in the exercise. Try to write it yourself first. Then we will discuss. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
bye, students. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.